volume yangu iko juu. How can I reduce it? Achaga. Which one is more?
Kwa hiyo nauza juice around za huko mbili.
Sawa sasa. Thank you. Tamika, are you already on?
Hi, I'm here. Yes.
Yes, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, today we came with the hams to the show. It was too long waiting. Sorry about that, but we are too excited to to show the world what we
Okay.
have. Yes, yes.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah. So karibu tena as we start the show.
Okay.
Yes, we are on the show with Dr. Kadonik and David Kimani. Dr. Kadonik is attending virtually, and we have Kimani here with me physically at the studio.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Nice to meet you all.
yes, yes, nice to meet you too. So welcome to the show. We are here at Kelele Digital on Gong Road, Nairobi. And here is where we do our show about God's cure every Wednesday evening. So tune in to be with us. Today, our topic every Wednesday evening, God's eat your food as your medicine. So ours is about God's cure. So we will start with Kimani. He can give us his insights about this topic. Karibu sana.
Okay, Asante.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, I would like to say hi to Tamika.
Yes, yes. She's
Hi,
on the show.
and everyone who is on
The
board.
doctor, yes, Dr. Kadonik also.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Now, when you're talking about eat your food as your medicine,
Mm-hmm.
this goes a way long, deep into
Mm-hmm.
foods.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we have to understand that we come from nature.
Yes, yes.
Yes, like the human molecular structure
Mhm.
and the plant molecular structure, they look similar.
Yes, yes.
This means now this means that
Mhm.
the plants are our healers.
Yes, yes.
When you eat grown stuff, you are helping your body to combat a lot of ailments.
Mhm.
And as they say, eat to live, not to die.
Mm.
Eat to live. You have to live in a healthy state
Yeah.
so that you can be able to even go to work, have a good mood,
Mhm.
have that natural energy, and also you're going to be happy when your stomach is full of
Mhm.
the right nutrients.
Yes.
And when you go deeper into that,
Mhm.
we have the herbs that heal, and they also prevent illnesses.
Mhm.
So we have all the components that we need to make things right.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That is a very good explanation. And I think we have some of the herbs here with us today. So we walk our talk. For example, I just show you this combination that I've been taking today. So I did not start my breakfast with a heavy scone or slices of bread or coffee, but instead I was taking these herbs, you know. And if you take the herbs, that means you care about your body. Yes, I was feeling bad. My chest is paining because of the rains and colds. But again, not just because of that. I would rather take herbs in the morning because I know that is detox, cleansing, At the same time, I am eating, the right nutrients. I do not have to go and eat. If I have the herbs, it's equal to having a balanced diet.
Yeah.
So basically, that is what you're saying. Urge of taking the sugars and all, because if I need to get sugar or something, then I will have to eat the natural sugars from the fruits.
From fruit, yes.
Yes, or the sugars that are natural, like let's say coconut sugar, which is coming from a healthy product. So sometimes we have the knowledge, maybe we have the money, but we don't know what to consume. That is why we are giving out this information to people so that they know what to get. But sometimes we have the information, but we don't have the right, we don't have the money to get. So you can always utilize the things that are in season. If, for example, you don't have the array of herbs like what we have here, for different purposes, different ailments, different detox protocols, you can always use something as simple as fruits, and then you can make smoothies, juices, and just eat fruits. So that is part of eating healthy, the right foods. So, to you, Tamika, what do you think this is from your point of
Okay. Well, I always like to go back to the beginning and to the truth, because if we don't understand our history and the truth, well, then we won't understand. At one time on this planet, we
view?
did have all of God's medicine. At one time, we did eat from the land. We did eat from the earth. We did eat the herbs and the fruits and the vegetables and the grains and everything with seeds in it, because that's our medicine. But once the colonizers came, for example, in America, let's talk about America and let's talk about our food over here and what they've done to our food. They took our organic food and made it first non-GMO, which causes chronic illness and
Mhm,
cancers and a lot of diseases and diabetes and hypertension. They
mhm,
also pump our food up with chemically engineered growth hormones, nitrates, nitrites, food dyes, preservative.
mhm.
They really poison our food in America. Okay. Now I
Yeah.
know in Africa, a lot of people still have the advantage to grow their own organic. Because when I was there, I was eating organic fruits and vegetables all the time.
Hmm.
But in the United States, over half the population, they're sick. They're sick because they're poisoning our food. The World Economics Forum uh, tells Monsanto to spray our crops with
Hmm.
pesticides and herbicides. And
Yeah.
herbicides leads to cancer. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're poisoning us right in front of our faces, but we just eat the food because what do, right? Like my mother grew up and she grew up eating all aluminum. Like, for example, our flour over here called gold medal, they put
Hmm.
aluminum in a lot of the foods over here. So my mom
Hmm.
ate that her whole entire life, but aluminum leads to dementia, Alzheimer's, all this stuff just leads to chronic disease. But they
Yeah.
did that so they can make uh, tons of money. So Big Pharma can make money and then we remain sick. But we have to go back, like my brother said, and you said, we have to go back to eating
Yeah.
from the land, because Genesis 129, God has already told us, I've given you
Hmm.
every seed bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and it's ours for food. So there's really nothing else to talk about except for how we're going to get back to the land.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So about that, we don't have an excuse really. We can still do the farming, small scale, and people who live in squeezed spaces, let's say like in Nairobi, in balconies and all, you can use something, an innovation, and make your small organic farm. It is possible. You can put like small tomatoes, small onions, portions. That is what I mean, small portions. And you can even put coriander and stuff like that. The basic things that people can afford. You can get
Right.
the seeds. Yes. And we can always do these things.
Yeah.
And we can recycle, because most of these things we have tubers that we can just, after cutting a tomato or an onion, especially, you can grow that tuber even through water. Just, the stems will come out and then you can
Mhm.
regrow it. So we can still stick to the
Yeah.
lifestyle and you can still do something. So something interesting that Tamika said I want to touch about. You said about aluminium, right? And we have a product here called Zeolite. This one. Yes, it's very good for detoxing the body, and it can remove all the metals in your body. So usually there is always something for correcting what has gone amiss over time in your body. That is why we are very excited about this topic of eating your food as
Right.
medicine. Because if you can have these things and you can remove what went amiss from you, it will detox from your skull, actually, from your
Hmm.
head until the toes, because the body is made of up of cells. And if you align it to the right nutrients, the right foods, and you can capitalize on the fruits in season, we do not
Right.
have an excuse whatsoever not to maintain healthy lifestyles, because there is always something in every region, in every continent, that somebody can access. You see, like right now in Kenya, we have, I think we still have oranges and watermelon in season, because the mangoes come in between, let's say, November to March, and then we have oranges, and then we have watermelon, and then we have other fruits. So there is always something that you can use to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So we need to be intentional and to make sure we eat our medicine as
But
food.
one
Yeah.
thing about the United States though, they cut all of our fruit trees down. We don't have like you have in Africa. We don't have avocado trees growing everywhere. We don't have mango tree. We don't have that here. So
Oh.
it's difficult for the people in America because they took it all away from us. Then they
Mm-hmm.
gave us these slave lives where you got to get up and go to a plantation and work all
Mm-hmm.
day. Then you come home, then you tired, and then
Mm,
people. You think people thinking about trying to people tired.
mm,
People are tired of this thief system and they're doing all they can to live in this
yeah.
thief system. So it's tough in America when you talk about that. But
Yeah.
but we are gonna have to go back to those times because this is
Mhm.
the end. And they're not
Yeah.
gonna be able to continue to poison our crops. They're not gonna be able to continue to poison us. So people in America do have to wake up out of their dream, snap out
Mhm.
of it, and go back
Mhm.
to growing your own food, eating healthy food because we know this is the food that heals us.
Yeah.
They put food dyes in the
Mhm.
children's cereal over here. You know what food
Mhm.
dyes do? Food dyes causes hyperactivity. It causes
Mhm.
brain neural behavior issues. It
Mhm.
causes kidney issues. It causes allergic reactions, stomach issues,
Mhm.
digestive,
Mhm.
cancer. I mean, it's all kind of yeah, but this was intentionally done to us. That's what we need
Mm.
to say. It was intentionally done to us. So we
Mhm.
need to wake up, come back to the truth, realize what the colonizers have done to us. They're still
Yeah.
here poisoning us, but we have to come back together as a people, as a community, grow our own
Mhm.
food, and start manifesting and meditating,
Mhm.
and just going back to what God made, period. I just talked to
Yes, yes.
a lady on the phone. She's in the hospital right now. And she's been
Oh,
going
no.
back and forth with the hospitals for the past 15 years. I said, sis,
Oh,
are you ready to take God's route now? Just let me know. I'm
yeah.
here to help you. But
Yes.
it's a mind conditioning. We've been conditioned to eat these
Mhm.
foods because it tastes good, but it kills you
Yes,
at the
yes.
same time.
Exactly. Yeah, so we really need to it is a struggle. Actually, it is called a controversy, if we can use a bigger term or biblical term. Like right now in our church, it's a camp meeting and we are discussing about the great controversy. So for every good thing that there is a counterfeit and something that is trying to mimic the original,
Exactly.
trying to dilute the originality. But for us that are awake and we know that
Yeah.
these things are happening, we really want
Yeah.
to tell people the truth and we really want to do the right
Yeah.
thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Tamika
And
is just one person in the US and she's telling people the truth, so how many people can partner with her and do this thing and he can save the whole world?
And one thing here in America, I don't watch the news anymore because the news is ran by the thief government. So I don't watch it because it's just lies. But they got
Mm,
they got on the news again, COVID vaccines. Child, that's the oldest
yeah.
thing since sliced bread. They are
Mhm,
going to continue to talk about different strains coming out
mhm.
because they're tricking people. They're in the business of manipulating. They're the ravening wolves. But like for
Yeah.
COVID, like I make this for my family. This is onion, red
Mm,
onion, white onion,
mhm,
uh, a lemon, and
mhm,
garlic,
mhm,
and apple cider vinegar, and
mhm.
honey.
Yeah.
And we take 3 tablespoons of this a day, and we
Mhm.
will not get anything. No, nothing. No COVID. No colds. No anything.
No coughs. Yeah. So you see,
Yeah.
that is an interesting part because this is what exactly even churches are embracing this, you know. I call it new technology, new food era technology or something
Church
like
is
that. But
embracing what?
yes, it is embracing the same teaching because I told you that our church is doing something called camp meeting. In usually it's in August, and this is what they're teaching people eating healthy. And what you've just
Oh,
described is something. Yes, it's something that we learned yesterday at church, and it's
oh,
called penicillin. Was it a
well, that's good.
penicillin bomb or something? Yes,
Your church
exactly
need to
what you're
teach the
saying.
churches over here.
Yes, yes. So you see, if we can have this information out and people can even actually get the recording and they can see, oh, so I can cure myself instead of moving to hospital to hospital, and I'm
Hmm.
even picking more viruses, more bacteria and stuff. That is, I can avoid it if I
Right,
don't keep moving, and I can do these things from home. So we want everybody to be their own doctor, to eat their food, and to
right.
embrace healthy habits. Dr. Kadonik, you are the doctor here, and we know that you are also a fanatic of health. So, what can you advise over eating your medicine? Yes, that. Okay. Sorry.
Uh, thank you.
Yes, yes, doctor.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, we can hear you. You're welcome.
Am I audible enough? Okay, thank you.
Yes, please. Yes.
My
Okay.
approach to today's topic is very interesting. I want
Yeah.
to give it a little interesting approach, and so that we come to understand what
Mm-hmm.
eating your food as your medicine actually can be.
Yes,
Number
please.
one, let me look at our bodies. We
Mm-hmm.
were formed from the ground, we were formed from soil.
Yes.
And when
Dust.
you look at the human body, when we look
Mm-hmm.
at the human body, anything to do with the trace elements of our bodies,
Mm-hmm.
we look at the
Mm-hmm.
presence of iron, we look at the presence of calcium, we look at the presence of magnesium, potassium, all these elements, which are actually naturally found in soil.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk about organically grown food stuff from plants,
Mm-hmm.
any of the plants we eat as food actually
Mm-hmm.
gives our bodies all these nutrients that we need from the earth,
Yes.
directly from
Mm-hmm.
the earth, original.
Mm-hmm.
uh, as you have earlier said, mostly the bigger part of the world, the bigger percentage of the world today, they have done so much adulteration of what people need to eat as
Mm-hmm.
food that is healthy. And in as much as some of us were getting our food uh, produce from the farms, they still have a lot of chemicals to that affect us. But the truth of the
Yes.
matter is, if we can go back to original organic farming, we can get
Mhm.
very wonderful stuff from the farms. Now,
Yes.
angiogenesis. And
Mhm.
I want to make it very simple. I know it's an interesting terminology to hear.
Mhm.
Now, angiogenesis is the process by which our bodies, uh, the blood vessels in our bodies grow, trim themselves, and
Mhm.
maintain the healthy state of the body. Now,
Mhm.
angiogenesis is very interesting a phenomena because when a human being is born,
Mhm.
all the blood vessels are fully formed, which means, in the real sense, you might not really need angiogenesis to occur. But
Mhm.
there are special circumstances where blood vessels have to grow to themselves, and a few things to keep us
Yeah.
healthy. In women, every month
Mhm.
your body has to undergo angiogenesis for menses purposes.
Mhm.
whereby there is a
Mm-hmm.
rupture of the ovaries to release the ovum and hormone. All these hormones have to into the healing of the now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take, for example, another situation where you're working and accidentally you cut yourself.
Mm-hmm.
In that particular wound, for it to heal, it has to go through. Now,
Okay.
one thing that I would like us to understand is insufficient angiogenesis or
Mm-hmm.
excess angiogenesis in most
Mm-hmm.
cases is what is the common denominator. More than 70 diseases affecting more than 1 billion people in the world today. And interestingly, the
Wow.
only way
Mm-hmm.
we can balance angiogenesis, it is simply by knowing what food to eat.
Okay.
Eating the right diet in the right quality balance angiogenesis. For example,
Mm-hmm.
when you look at cancer today, for
Mm-hmm.
instance, it is becoming a world's
Yeah.
pandemic. Sister Tamika,
Yes.
the information we work in Africa right now, you'll find that there's so many people suffering from cancer today, and cancer was not a disease of
Mm-hmm.
Africa before. Looking at a few
Yeah.
years back when I was growing up, it was so difficult to hear of a patient suffering and dying from cancer. Very, very difficult in Africa.
Mm.
But today, literally in every village, let's talk of probably out of 10 people you will meet, at least one or
Mm.
two is suffering from one type of cancer or the other. And
Yeah.
it's simply because of the imbalance in angiogenesis. Now, for
Mm-hmm.
example, we talk of excess angiogenesis. I would like to point out this very, very fast.
Mm-hmm.
Excess angiogenesis, among others, excess
Mm-hmm.
angiogenesis can lead to cancer, it can lead to
Mm-hmm.
psoriasis, it can lead to
Mm-hmm.
arthritis,
Mm-hmm.
blinding diseases, cerebral malaria, Alzheimer's,
Mm-hmm.
endometriosis,
Mm-hmm.
obesity, and such
Mm-hmm.
like diseases. When it is insufficient, that is, insufficient angiogenesis may lead to diseases like stroke, coronary
Mm-hmm.
heart disease, peripheral arterial disease, preeclampsia, erectile dysfunctions, neuropathies, and such like ailments. Now,
Mm.
when you look at these things, it is simply because people are not eating right. People
Yeah.
do not
Correct.
know what to feed their bodies with.
Mm-hmm.
And because of this, you find there's so many cancers that are all over the world today,
Mm-hmm.
and they can very easily be controlled simply by the right choices of the food, the diet we eat. And
Mm-hmm.
interesting, by the way, when you talk about diet,
Mm-hmm.
so many of us do not actually know if I'm taking a fruit,
Mm-hmm.
assuming I want to put sufficient vitamin C in my body.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, if I'm using an orange, for example,
Mm-hmm.
how many oranges do I take to put vitamin C sufficient in my body?
Mm.
If I'm
Quantity.
using
Mm-hmm.
an apple, for example, how much of the apples will I need to sufficiently put in my body? And this is a knowledge that so many people lack,
Mm-hmm.
and so many people fall sick because of this lack of knowledge.
Mm.
So I think when we supply the right knowledge to people in
Mm-hmm.
matters of diet, we can actually help them deal with so many issues and sicknesses that are affecting so many people in the world today.
Yes, I think that is very important because, like, today we learn a new term angiogenesis, and I think we need to provide like a nutritional guide or a meal plan. I think that is what most hospitals or most health facilities should be having instead of just talking drugs and drugs, and instead of teaching people what they need to consume, how they need to go about it. This thing that was natural, unfortunately, is becoming foreign. So we need to go back to the days. And actually, you are right, doctor, because we can do something. Cancer has become a lifestyle disease. It is true. This is a lifestyle disease because if we can eat right, if we can practice the right lifestyle, I don't think anybody will be suffering from cancer, from any other diseases that we've mentioned, simply because we can correct what is amiss. So it is important for us to talk, to have this talk again, and people to embrace it because it looks normal, but people are not using the right information, they're not consuming the right things. We are focused on politics and other things, and we are neglecting our bodies. So by the time, a 20-year-old is getting cancer, it's simply because from they're eating indomines and things that are from the packets that have been compressed 20 times instead of getting fresh vegetables that we can teach these young people to plant and to have the right thing. So we really need to wake up as a people all over the world so that we can go back to who we are. We are losing our identity. Thank you so much, doctor, for that. Kimani, do you
Yes.
have anything to add on what the doctor has said in terms of refilling our nutrients and getting to refill what is lost, and also the quantities of what we can consume, because now we need to show people what to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why we are here.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Now, with the right combination of herbs,
Mm-hmm.
you are able to get all the nutrients and minerals that you want.
Yes.
For instance,
Mm-hmm.
let's say you're trying to cure any type of ailment.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing you have to deal with is the gut.
Mm-hmm.
Through fasting,
Mm-hmm.
once your stomach is empty, it starts to eat the toxins in the body,
Mm-hmm.
the remains.
Yes.
Now, when you're in this state
Mm-hmm.
and you use the right combination of herbs,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to even feel like you've been charged
Yes.
by nature.
Yes.
There's a certain way you can even feel like you want to uh, jump, run. You're filled
Energy.
with energy. Yes.
Yes, the right kind.
And mind you have not eaten anything.
Yeah.
Now, when you stick to the alkaline diet
Mm-hmm.
while taking the herbs,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any ailment that can give you any trouble.
Yes. So I'll ask you a question. What is alkaline diet so that people can understand?
Alkaline is something that is naturally grown,
Okay.
and it has a pH level of from 7
7.
going up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything below 7 is
Acidic.
acidic.
Yes.
And anything acidic goes to burn the cells. It burns
Yes.
the cell. It
Yes.
causes cell erosion.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much about that. And we have a new person on the show. Elikana, you're welcome to the show. On the show is Tamika. She's joining in from the US. We have Dr. Kadonik, who's in Nairobi virtually for both of them. And then myself and Kimani, we are on the studio here at Kelele Digital on Ngong Road. So Elikana, karibu sana. And you can tell us, what are you cooking this evening now that we are talking about eating your food as medicine? I hope you are practicing what we are teaching today.
Yes. Thank you so much, Seraphine, for this kind evening. Actually,
Yes.
I've just jet in when Dr. Ray was speaking.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
one thing that I picked up uh, and I've learned, and it's part of my diet, is
Okay.
I normally colored my meal, my food. I must color it. By coloring my meal, I mean different colored fruits and vegetable contain different
Wow.
medicinal compounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I normally color my meal.
Okay. So
Like
if I may ask you, why do you color your meal and you don't take the other type? What is the secret in the coloring?
the secret behind me coloring my meal
Mhm.
When I take vegetables, I
Mhm.
must it must be accompanied by a fruit. The
Okay.
fruits must be, let's say, I can get the same compound, different compounds of, let's say I can get a fruit like orange. I can't get
Mhm.
the same compound in the fruit like watermelon. You see,
True. Yeah.
watermelon is red,
Mhm.
uh, orange is yellow. You see,
Yes. Yes.
so the different compounds,
Mhm.
the same thing, like different vegetables have got different compounds,
Mhm.
like spinach and let's say with something like broccoli. You see,
Yes. Yes.
for 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 that, I can say the medicine for your cells and bones, that is
Mhm.
spinach and broccoli. Doctor
Mhm.
will correct me if I mess up. So
Yes.
and then something like the blueberries and
Mhm.
the eggplant, the
Mhm.
medicinal, the compound for it, that it boosts the brain and the memories. You see, so
Mhm.
I must color my meal.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
how I
Yes.
put it. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, and another aspect of coloring is literally foods that have color. For example, the purple cabbage is more nutritious than the white one. There
Exactly. Yes.
is yes, so there is that, and then there is, like, let's say, the sweet potatoes. We have yellow and we also have white. So most of the
Yeah.
time, I think God knew what He was doing when He was creating food and making foods. He knew that the foods that are darker, they're also, it's a secret about nutrition. They carry more, especially when it comes to vegetables and all. That's why it's something like chlorophyll. You'll be told if your baby is lacking chlorophyll and all, you'll be advised by the doctor, ideally go and give your baby this much of veggies, this much of this. So they're telling you exactly the green ones, that maybe, let's say, the kales, which is kumawiki. Ideally, it could have chlorophyll better than the white cabbage. So we need to embrace this coloring of food in a scientific way. So thank you so much, Ellie, for that additional information. And next time you will be here at the studio, hopefully, so that you can see the herbs that we have, so that we can balance our bodies pH system, we can detox, so that we can go back to the original states of the better functioning of our bodies before we now continue with the right nutritional guide and consuming the right things. Plus, the important thing that we are learning this evening is evening and morning, of course, depending on the zone that you're watching from, is the quantities is something that is very important. So you see, for example, Elikana has just said maybe you could be eating an orange for this function of vitamin C. It is famous for vitamin C, and then you could be taking watermelon, which is also a very good hydrant. If you want your body to be hydrated the whole day, watermelon is very good. And it is also a detox. So you are taking in which quantity. So it depends, highly depends with what your body needs. Sometimes our bodies are not balanced, and that I think Tamika can explain to us better about how to balance the body, because she's very good in herbs and how what the body needs for what nutrients.
Yes, yes. So, I started out with my son with sickle cell disease as a baby, right? So, when you think about a
Mm-hmm.
baby can't really eat 8 bowls of broccoli, 8 bowls of kale, 8 bowls of spinach, right? Right.
Yeah.
So at that age, I had to give my son the herbs. I had to give him liquid chlorophyll, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
chlorophyll is found in all leafy green vegetables. Anytime we
Mm.
eat chlorophyll, anytime we eat any leafy green vegetables, we're eating chlorophyll.
Yeah.
Chlorophyll increases red blood cells. It increases the hemoglobin. It
Mm-hmm.
helps the body produce more red blood cells, give us energy, and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. So,
Mm-hmm.
then you have natural antibiotics. We just have to know what, and that's one thing they didn't teach us because they didn't want us to know. They didn't want us to know about our history, about our herbs, about the medicine. But
Mm-hmm.
there's natural antibiotics as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like again, I would make a concoction like this and then just let my children just drink, or just take 3 tablespoons of that,
Mm.
or garlic capsules. See, in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
um, because we grew up with so much toxic foods, I didn't really have a lot of natural foods, right? Because we always went to the grocery store. We never, my mother grew up in the country. Now she had a farm and they raised their food. But for me and most people in the United States, we just have to depend on either organic or we have to go buy supplements, right?
Yeah.
But you know, it's we go back to the first thing, fasting. You know, fasting heals the body. But if we
Yeah.
say fasting in the United States, we're not used to doing that because it's just different. It's just we didn't get the knowledge about fasting. It's just not about losing weight, but it's about healing the body. It's
Yeah.
about reversing disease whenever you fast. It's about connecting to your higher self, to the spirit whenever you fast.
Spiritually.
So
Yeah.
fasting is a spiritual thing. But I just like to tell people just consume foods from the earth. You know,
Yeah.
I don't force people to eat that or eat that, but just make sure you're eating foods from the earth. Make sure
Yeah.
that God created it. Make sure it is from the land. And you know, like things that help the gut over here. I know I heard the brother say you just fast to clean your gut out, and that's true. But like there's things such as a probiotic that can put good bacteria back into the gut. There's an herb called fireweed. Fireweed rebuilds the entire ecosystem, heals the gut, put great nutrients in the gut. So see, we can also repair and heal the gut. Because when we heal the gut, we're also healing the immune system because 70% of the immune system is in the gut. So a
Yeah.
lot of times, you know, but definitely eating the foods from the land is where we want to go because that's where God put all the healing. God put all the medicines in the food, in the fruits, in the vegetables, in the nuts, in the seeds. You know, so that's where all the healing is. And like vitamin C is water soluble. So I've given toddlers 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C 3 times a day because vitamin C is water soluble, so it leaves the body. It's you know, it's going to go right through. Now it can cause loose stools, but you will be killing that infection inside the body as well.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of
Yes.
fireweed, I think there is a there is a deficiency of fireweed. Tavika, you need to bring more and more because fireweed is a very good herb,
I
and
know.
yes, you are the only one who has
Oh
that one. So
man,
you
and
need to send
fire,
more over. Yeah.
I
but
think
fireweed not only heals the gut and the whole.
I
Yes.
think Tamika has
Oh,
said
I was.
something so important.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when we talk about the gut, the digestive system,
Mm-hmm.
it is so important to learn the importance of detox,
Mm-hmm.
removing the residue, the food residue, and the particles that remain within the system.
Mm-hmm.
The human gut,
Mm-hmm.
right from your mouth all down the suppositories,
Mm-hmm.
you will come to find that you have about 39 trillion bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these are not good bacteria. Actually, they are the bad bacteria that needs to be expelled. You
Mm-hmm.
find that the good bacteria out of the 9 trillion, just a few.
Mm-hmm.
And detox,
Mm-hmm.
using the natural remedies whatsoever you may find, it is
Mm-hmm.
so important. And I'm not so sure about us, the African audience,
Mm-hmm.
especially Kenyan.
Mm-hmm.
So few people understand about detox,
Yes.
and so few people actually do. And most of the illnesses people suffer in the world today are as a result of the gut, the toxins accumulating in the body just
Mm-hmm.
from the gut. So if
Mm-hmm.
we can be able to clear that,
Mm-hmm.
we'll be able to live healthier than when we live without detoxifying our bodies. I
Yeah.
think that's an important.
Yes, yes. Thank you, doctor. Actually, I wanted to tell you to talk about the detox, and you have just gone right because I think people think that detox is a foreign thing. It's something that is for the those other people, but not them. I don't know why there is that notion. especially around Africa. If you tell somebody that I'm going to get a detox package for myself, they're like, oh, okay, so you don't have anything else to do with your money or what? And they don't understand that the detox itself, if you don't practice any detox at all, completely in your entire life, you could just die off because you are accumulating toxins every day through your skin, because it is the largest organ. The things that the air that you consume, you're breathing air, you're passing in dirty places, you are passing in public places where we have a lot of fumes, from cars and everything, exhaust. And people don't understand that all this is going in our bodies, because our bodies, they absorb a lot. So I want to bring something on board about the bodies. How do we treat our bodies? Yeah, how do you treat our bodies? What do you apply on your body? Everything that you apply on your body, be it a cologne, be it your lotion, be it your oil, anything, just know that it is going directly. You are also feeding your body, you're also eating through your skin. Actually, that is the interesting part, that most people don't know, because the body has a lot of cells. That is why we have this product here. It's called a Cell Glow. It is a body care. It's called Eversal. It is a combination of almost 20 herbs compressed in one. It is an oil. So if you use this and someone else is using another oil that has mercury, especially the colognes, a lot of colognes, they have mercury, they have aluminium, they have all sorts of metals, and all this we are putting in our body in the name of smelling nice, looking good, which is good to look nice, to smell nice. But what are you consuming in the end? That is why we find that even in Africa, the rates of cancer that have grown from 0 to almost like 65%. And in every 10 people, you find almost 3 maximum have cancer. It's because of this lifestyle. Because we are getting things from outside and we do not know. We are not keen to look at the ingredients. For me, everything that I consume internally, be it an oil, be it a water, be it a beverage, I have to check, because I have to understand what am I consuming. I am very keen, not because of anything, but because we need to know the quantities. Because even the oils that we are putting in our body, we are eating even the wrong oils, because we're cooking with the wrong oil. We are putting more oils, we're putting salt. So everything, ideally, even when you're cooking your food, be very keen. And as the doctor said, the quantities matter. Even if it is good food, like the fruits, let's say fruits in season, in vegetables, but what are the quantities? Sometimes we only get sick because of the quantities, and these quantities are everywhere. In terms of what we take, like water, like even the herbs, you have to know how to administer them. Even the hospital prescription, that's why you're told 2 times 3. So there is a way you do it. So we need to be very keen, and we'll come back to that, the story about quantities, and the doctor can explain to us more. But for now, we want Kimani to make his comment about maybe the skin and what we need to consume on our skins.
Okay, when it comes to the skin,
Mhm.
first you have to address that organ in general using the herbs
Mhm.
before going external. First, you treat your skin internally
Mhm.
by first maintaining your natural diet.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a certain way you can mix all types of foods together,
Mhm.
and they will go to the same place, right?
Mhm.
Like when you eat food in this place and this place,
Mhm.
they will all
Meat
mix.
at one point.
Yes,
Yes.
all these will be dispersed all over your body because
Mhm.
they will be carried by your blood,
Mm.
and blood goes through everywhere.
Travels in the body.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially now the skin.
Mhm.
Now that's where you start having the acne.
Mhm. Breakouts. Mhm.
Yeah, and we the best part of it is that we have herbs
Mhm.
that are good for cleansing the blood naturally
Mhm.
without any side effect. No,
Mhm.
no side effect.
Mhm.
Okay, and we have fruits
Mhm.
and foods
Mhm.
that can maintain your skin to glow
Mhm.
the way it's supposed to be, natural, without adding any chemical.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
For
supposed to.
preservatives and stuff like that.
Yes, it's supposed to glow natural.
Mm.
Yes. Now, Okay, when it comes to the way to be natural without adding any chemical, yeah, it's
For
supposed to.
preservative and stuff.
Yes, okay. Glow naturally. The moment you start now consuming healthy foods,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to be healthy. When it comes
Mm-hmm.
to not only your skin,
Mhm.
but even people around you will be like, "Hey, I can see you glowing in the dark." Hey,
Yes, yes. There is a specific glow that you maintain when you are eating healthy
yes,
because your energy is up and
foods.
you are having a different sheen from
Yeah,
when you are just eating.
not only your skin, but even people around you will be like, "Hey, I can see you glowing in the dark."
Yes, yes. There is a specific glow you maintain when you are eating healthy
Yes,
because your energy is up and you are having a different sheen from
yeah.
when
Uh,
you are just eating. Yes, yes, you can continue.
Okay, now when it comes to applying to the skin,
Mm-hmm.
it also has to come from the nature,
Mm-hmm. There is a specific glow
organic, because the
maintained
moment you add chemicals or
because your
foreign
energy
uh,
is up and
objects to your body,
you are
they
having a
will
different
interrupt
sheen
your
from
normal.
when you are just yes, function,
Yes.
body function.
Okay, now when it comes to
It can even change your
applying to
pH.
the
Do you know
skin,
that the skin can change your
it
pH and then it
also has
becomes,
to
when
come
the
from the
skin
nature,
has any irritation,
organic.
any outbreak of
Because the
some
moment
sort,
you add
immediately you will know that
chemicals
there is
or
a
foreign
problem. And usually the skin can depict
objects to
what
your
is
body,
internal. So
they
you
will
from
interrupt
the
your
internal one, it will
normal.
still show that there is a problem
Yes.
from outside.
Okay. Now, when it comes to
It can even change your
applying to
pH.
the
Do you know
skin,
that
yeah,
the
like
skin
for
can change your
instance,
pH and then it becomes,
Ivasal.
when the
This one
skin
has
has
a good record
any
since
irritation,
I
any
knew
outbreak
this
of some
product
sort,
till date.
immediately you will know that there is a
Yeah,
problem. And usually the skin can
there's a
depict what is
certain way this
internal. So from the internal one, it will
product
still show you that there is a
penetrates
problem
through
from
your
outside.
skin. You can even feel it
It can even
working.
change your pH. Yeah. Do you know that
And when it comes to applying, this is the best. So, and that's why it's on the list of the herbs that we are selling.
Yes.
When you are addressing a certain issue with a client, let's say she wants to or he wants to get her glow back, her skin to be in a natural state without using any makeup, using the right herbs and the right diet, your skin will maintain its original state.
Yes.
And this is what I would recommend for everyone.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Kimani, over your wisdom shared about the skin and about how we can maintain our glow, natural glow, and our sheen. So, back to Elikana. What herbs do you know that we can use here locally? Because I heard you explaining to one of our friends yesterday that they can, about detox. Because now we understand the importance of detox. So, what is your comment about how easily someone can do a detox even without spending a lot of money? The way people think detox is a very expensive affair.
Okay, about the detox, the herbs that I know them in the dialect
Local
language.
language,
I don't know them in the in the
or
in
in the
English language,
no,
but I know
no,
them in my in my native language. I know
yes,
them.
yes, yes.
So I don't know if okay, for one, okay, there are some that I know, like we can use something things like aloe vera, the neem
Mhm,
tree, and then for dialect I know there is one called abachi, and then
mhm,
there's another one called imburi mdaka. Now
mhm.
those are some of the good good
Detox
herbs.
herbs. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
detox herbs that
Yes.
are they work very nicely when it comes to cleansing the body. They
Exactly.
work very, yes.
Yes. So
So
that means we can access, detox can start from home, you see, locally. We don't
exactly.
have, it
Eh,
is not an international affair. It is not
yeah,
as expensive as people think, but we just need to make people know that we can always have something and these things are accessible, right?
yes, exactly.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Like on this table, we have a Kenyan made herb. It's called eucalyptus. I'm sure you know eucalyptus, Elikana, because this is a common tree here
Yes,
in
yes,
Kenya and it is accessible. So people only need to get the information and know how best they can always use the herbs to detox. And detoxing, we are insisting because this is about your body. You only have one body, and you see, you cannot share your body with anybody. It is just you to take care of your body. So you have to insist and start learning how to detox, how to cleanse, so that you can be that best version of yourself. So,
yes.
thank you so much, Elikana. So, back to Tamika. What is your opinion about water in all this? Because when you're taking herbs, you cannot say talk about herbs without mentioning water, which is very important in this journey.
Yeah, water is extremely important. Of course, not the toxic one. Here in the United States, they poison our water with fluoride, arsenic,
Mm-hmm,
and aluminum. So they add toxins to our water supply here. So we have to
mm-hmm,
make sure that we buy pH water. For the people that's woke, the people that's not woke, they just drink the toxic water. They bathe in the toxic water. They drink the toxic water.
mm-hmm,
Again, all these things are building pathogens and parasites inside the body. So
mm-hmm,
I recommend people, and water is free from God,
mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
the colonizers make sure they poison everything so we can stay sick.
Mm-hmm,
So we want to make sure that we are drinking clean water. Like I buy pH water. So talking about
mm-hmm,
alkaline is when the body is well. If the body
mm-hmm,
is acidic, well then
mm-hmm,
disease lives in acidic environment. If the
mm.
body is alkaline, disease cannot dwell in an alkaline environment. So that's
True.
why all the okay. Did somebody say something?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so yeah, so that's why it's important to drink when we drink water. Make sure it's the right water. Make sure it's the good water. Make sure it's the
Yes, yes.
water, yeah, with all the pH in it, with all the minerals, the water that's that God really gave us, not the water the thieves give us. So
Yes, yes.
hydration is extremely, extremely important. Yes, especially now, the time we're
Mm-hmm,
living in now, the solar flares coming in, the sun is so hot. It's very
mm-hmm,
important to stay hydrated during this time as well, because water actually flushes out toxins as well. As long as we're
mm-hmm,
drinking the right water, I infuse
mm-hmm,
my water with holy basil, blackberries, strawberries. We can
mm-hmm.
we can add fruits and herbs into our water to infuse it as well.
Yes, yes, that is very important. Actually, there is a water that comes purely from fruits. Like the watermelon is a very good source of water. You see, if you don't
Mhm.
like water, just try consuming watermelon as much as you can daily, and you will
Yes.
see change even on your skin. And you see, you cannot lie to people about God's cure at any point, because if you're not taking water, your skin will show clearly that you're not
Mhm.
taking enough water, you're not taking enough fruits, you're not taking anything that you're not taking sufficiently. That goes back to the comment about quantity. Your skin will always tell as the first, largest organ and the first component that people can see visually. So water is very important because our bodies cannot survive without water for so long as our bodies can survive with food. So as we are about to conclude, Doctor, you have something interesting about water to add. I'm sure you want to tell us about it.
Thank you so much, Sister
Hmm.
Zerofin. Water.
Yes.
Please take this to the bank.
Hmm.
Don't ever replace water with anything else.
Thank you about that.
Um, what we recommend, like in my facility where I actually visited
Hmm.
before, we recommend someone, an average adult should take at least 2.5 liters of water a day.
Mhm.
Our body is 70% to 75% water.
Mhm.
And when you deny your body water, you're denying your body a very vital element for functionalities.
Mhm.
Let's talk, for example, our blood.
Mhm.
The blood viscosity depends on how much amount of water you give the body.
Mhm. Viscosity is thickness,
And
right? Okay.
yes, you find many people come to a facility, and when we check their blood
Mhm.
viscosity, it is out of range.
Mhm.
And you ask this patient, how much water do you take in a day? And they'll tell you, when I feel thirsty.
Mhm.
Now, from let's say mid June to current, right now, as we are approaching, actually getting to the end of this
Mhm.
month, you can bear witness that our climate has been rather cold.
Mhm.
And people in this kind of climatic condition, they don't feel thirsty.
No.
I was dealing with a patient last week, and they told me she has this consistent headache
Mhm.
of she's been having it for almost 3 years consistently. She's gone to hospital, and every time they check, there is no problem.
Mhm.
So they requested me to check her out, and the first question I asked was, how much water have you taken since morning?
Mhm.
And they told me, none. I've not taken any water since morning. It was
Was it
around
afternoon?
7 p.m. I told that girl,
What?
right now,
Mhm.
make sure you, if you are not able to take cold
Mhm.
water, and I don't recommend very cold water, take
Warm.
at least warm water.
Mhm.
And I told her, between now, we'll take about an
Mhm.
hour, and this warm water, make a liter of warm water, just sip slowly by slowly. Within 1 hour, make sure you've taken a liter of water.
Yeah.
Do you know, after
Mhm.
that, that was last week around
Mhm.
Monday. I met that girl on Sunday this
Mhm.
week.
The headache's gone.
From the time I instructed to take water to
Mhm.
Sunday, she had no headache at all.
Wow. So she's cured herself without
Now,
any medication
you can imagine, and she's been having this problem for 3 years.
simply because nobody told her. Yeah.
So, water is so essential. Water is life.
It is.
And as you visited our facility, I remember you saw we structure water using the
Yes, yeah.
ITER
Mhm.
frequency. Then we also infuse oxygen using the oxygen
Mhm.
infuser. When I say this, probably our friends who have not visited might not actually
Yeah.
understand. The water, the normal water we
Mhm.
take, especially bottled water, most of
Mhm.
it have got oxygen content between 5 to 7 parts per million.
Mhm.
We measure oxygen in water in units called
Mhm.
ppm, parts per
Mhm.
million. Now, that water, when you take
Mhm.
it, the oxygen content is rather
Mhm.
low. Now, with us in our facility, we infuse
Mhm.
oxygen, increasing the oxygen level in water up to 45 parts per
Mhm.
million. And one thing that we have come to realize,
Mhm.
when I put two, we call it a shot when we are infusing water using the
Mhm.
infuser, when I put 2 shots in
Mhm.
water, it is able to take care of several
Mhm.
issues. And you can imagine, if I put 45 parts per million in water of
Mhm.
oxygen, it is able to reduce the cancer severity.
Mhm.
So water is so
Mhm.
important. Let me just mention something that this gentleman yesterday with gold who? I've just
Elikana
forgotten
or
his name.
David? David?
The one you are with in the studio.
David.
Yeah,
Yeah.
David and Tamika mentioned something about skin diseases.
Yes.
I would like us to know this. Conventional medicines have not been successful in helping skin diseases. I know David mentioned about acne.
Yes.
We have eczema. There is atopic dermatitis. There is one very dangerous skin disease called TEN, that is toxic epidermal necrolysis. These diseases are a nightmare, especially the conventional medicines. When you get these diseases, they can only manage the pain in most cases. And surprisingly, these diseases come to our skin as a result of internal issues. Excuse me. The toxins, within the systems. For example, when you talk of toxic epidermal necrolysis, this is just toxins accumulating under the skin, and it can very easily burn off your skin. And when someone looks at someone suffering from TEN, might think maybe you are burned by fire or something. It is it is so similar to scars caused by fire, but it's just accumulation of toxins under the skin. Then we have atopic dermatitis, which is an allergy. It is so painful kind of a disease, and there is no conventional medicine that can cure that. Interestingly, it is a matter of cleansing the system from inside.
Exactly.
When you cleanse the system from inside, remove the toxins from inside, make sure your blood is clean, make sure your internal system is clean, you are able to avoid these diseases
Yeah.
so easily. And then let me talk a little bit about. I'm just mentioning, please. It's just a mention because I can't talk about it too long. It is a very wide topic. We talk about leukemia, cancer of blood. There are chronic leukemias and there are acute leukemias. And the most common are the so-called the lymphoid leukemia, and then we have the acute myeloid leukemia. These two types of leukemia, they are usually as a result of a particular protein accumulating in the cells. And in this myeloid leukemia, for instance, you find that the cells that are produced have a particular protein within them, so the cell is not able to mature to a functional cell. When this cell is not able to mature to a functional cell, they overcrowd the normal healthy cells. When they overcrowd the normal healthy cells, you find that your functionalities become a problem. And specifically the myeloid leukemia, acute myeloid leukemia, because it affects most of the blood cells. It affects the white blood cells, it affects the platelets, affects the red blood cells. And then when we talk about the white blood cells, there's several types of white blood cells. We have the lymphoids, we have the neutrophils, we have the eosinophils, we have the basophils, and all that. You'll find that myeloid leukemia affects all these apart from the lymphoid. The leukocytes are among the white blood cells. And it is so interesting that when we give structured water that has enough oxygen content, they're able to reset the cells, reset the within the cell, enabling the cell to be reset back to its normal state, and then we can actually reverse these particular problems. So water is so vital to run our systems, to help our systems run. It is a matter of people getting the right knowledge, do the right thing for the body, and you will live a healthy life without most of these issues that people suffer so much. It's a matter of lack of knowledge.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Doctor, for that rich information. And we know that we can find you at Kilimani Health Gallery for this amazing technology about water, structured water, and the ITERA machines that we discussed on our show. So, if you want to get more information about this, and also to get to this doctor who has a facility that can correct many things in your body, you can talk to us and we can link you up. We are right here in Nairobi, and we will be talking about and educating people more on this show here at Kelele Digital. So, as we conclude the show, I want to thank all the guests of this series. And as we conclude, Kimani has something to say about happiness
Yes,
in relation to our bodies and the functionality as we conclude. You're welcome, Kimani.
yes. If it is organic,
Mhm.
don't worry, be happy,
Yes.
and the world will reward you in so many ways. When you're happy,
Mhm.
the whole world, the universe feels it.
Mhm.
So, and it doesn't cost anything to be happy. You just let yourself be in in connection with nature,
Mhm.
like you are in sync. You are in sync with
Mhm.
nature.
Mhm.
By this, you are going to heal a lot of people,
Mhm.
and you're going to maintain a good health. Where happiness is also part of health.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. If you are not happy, Tamika keeps preaching about happiness every day. If you're not a happy person,
yes,
forget about healing because you are your own enemy and happiness is just free. These are free things.
yes. Happiness should be a priority.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, Tamika, Erikana, your last words as we conclude the show.
Okay. uh, I can say it like this.
Mhm.
Think of your body like a car,
Mhm.
whereby your body is like a high performance car.
Mhm.
Whatever you put in it, you can't put dirt or a low quality fuel and
Mhm.
expect it to run smoothly.
Exactly.
So your body, whatever food that you digest,
Mhm.
is a kind of fuel that acts as medicinal. So
Mhm.
keeping everything running perfectly and
Mhm.
preventing breakdowns. So whatever you put into your body is what will determine how your body is going to function. If you put
Yes.
that,
Very true.
definitely your body will start complaining. You'll have
Mhm.
problems.
Mhm.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much, Elikana. Tamika.
Yes, definitely eating healthy is what we should be doing. And to David's point, laughter and happiness is also medicine, but it's medicine
Mhm.
for the spiritual body, which we never talk about.
Yeah.
So we can do all these things. We can heal. We can drink all the right water. We can heal from the machines. But if we go right back out in the world and be upset and sad and mad and angry, we're going to get sick again. So
Mhm.
it's very important to bring in the spiritual aspect of it and to love everybody, love ourselves, be happy, rejoice every day, because when we're happy, God will
Mhm.
bring happiness back. If we're sad, we're going to get sad back. So I just
Exactly.
want to leave with those words. Food is important, but our spiritual and mental health is also important as well.
Yes, I know Shamika is the happiest person that I know. She's ever happy. I wonder
Always.
when you get sad. I don't know. But your
Uh-uh.
happiness is contagious, definitely, which is very good. So,
Thank
doctor,
you.
your parting shot.
Thank you so much. Living healthy should be an objective
Mm-hmm.
for everyone, and
Mm-hmm.
it is a simple concept. You
Mm-hmm.
are what you eat.
Yes.
So endeavor to do what is right
Mm-hmm.
for you to be healthy.
Thank you. So, is everyone happy on this show?
Yes,
Now that we know if we are not happy, No matter how much we talk about health and all, we will be gloomy and our cells will be gloomy and we will be sick even if we are not sick. So for me, what I can say is that we are a combination of enthusiastic people who are pro life. Our mantra is God's cure, and we use God's knowledge, which is free. It is found in the Bible, it is found from people who have acquired this knowledge, it is found in plants. That is why we have the herbs over here. And we have people in our community like Tamika, who has very unique herbs. He is also a health coach, and you can find her actually on Facebook. We will be sharing this knowledge and even how to find us with our unique technologies and hubs. We also have Dr. Kadonik on the show, who has a health gallery here in Nairobi. He has very unique technology and machines that can actually reverse diseases in your body. And we have Kimani here, who is all about Nafu herbs,
Yes.
right in Karen, and he can cure your diseases through herbs right here. And we have Elikana, who also works with us. He's very enthusiastic about herbs, and he can teach you a lot of things about, eating healthy, using the right herbs that are right at your doorstep, and you don't know them. And you see, the people that know these things are out here to share this knowledge freely. But when we give you the right herbs and when you use the machines, definitely there is a charge, which is not very high, but it's friendly. If you can go to hospital and spend millions for 3 years and you're not getting healed, you can as well come and get the herbs that are healing for the healing of the nation, as per Revelation 22, verse 2. So don't forget that there is technology that can heal you without harming you. There is the herbs that you can use without any side effects, because we will give you the right prescription on how to use it. And above all, take water. Water is free, and don't just take any water, but take the right water. And eat your food, which is also your medication, and eat the right quantities. You may eat a little amount of balanced diet and you will be okay, as opposed to eating a very huge chunk of food just for the sake, and you will grow even sick and invite diseases and toxins in your body. And above all, take care of your mental health, take care of your happiness. Make sure you are a happy person without any reason. You don't need reasons to be happy, but you need to be happy for your own well-being, and stay happy, and make sure you fast and detox and cleanse. So that is our parting show. Our parting shot for the show today. And have a good evening, everyone, and good morning right there in the USA. Thank you and bye.
Elkana. Elkana.
Yes.